Hey guys, it's Cecilia, aka ForRealCeil, at what 90 days can do, and MLS. So good morning, good morning, good morning. On my commute, I'm just taking it easy today. Have a lot of stuff going on in life in general. It's a very busy time for me at work. Challenges and other things, principalities at play and stuff, so it's just life, another day. But I give thanks every day. I'm never gonna let my guard down. I'm always going to be vigilant. I'm always gonna continue to strive. I'm always gonna share. I'm always gonna be just that person that can express my feelings, share an idea, try to help somebody, give encouragement for those who are less fortunate than me or going through something. If I could help, if I could give some kind of support, whether moral, financial, spiritual, or just to be there, a listening instrument, whatever role that I could play, I'm grateful to be part of it. So now here I'm stressing because of work, stressing because mattress firm ripped me off. I took a Labor Day sale. They sent me the wrong mattress. Now they trying to say they sent me the right mattress when it's obviously not the right one. So now I have to dispute it because I'm not paying all those hundreds of dollars for a mattress, whether it's a new mattress or not. Mattress is not the one I ordered. It's not what I chose, and I have a right to have what I selected. I don't care how many or shortages or what. I don't want to hear it. I want what I paid for. Or else come get your little funky mattress, give me back my money, and I'll shop somewhere else. I hear Bob's got great mattresses. I'll spend $700 with them. I don't have to be going through this. So my thing is, sometime when you want to catch a sale, you might not be catching what you want. I was watching the news this morning, and on the news they were talking about the Nikes, right? Well, there was two sets of Nikes they were talking about. One, they were talking about the Jesus Nikes, right? Which I think are wonderful. They got holy water from Jordan. They got holy water in the bottom of the sneakers, and they sell them for $3,000 a pair, right? Oh, wow. I just was like, wow, they look nice too. Can you imagine walking on nice Air Jordans or whatever brand they were? I think they were Airs because they look like Airs, and the bottom, of course, contained water, and you could see it in there. And the color of the sneakers was like all white, but the bottom was like a pristine, like light blue. It just looked really pretty. So they were selling them for $3,000. But then on the other hand, in the news, they were talking about some Nikes that they confiscated at the airport that were coming from China that were marked flower and it was counterfeit Nikes that they were selling for like $2,000. I think they were Jordans or something. Like, are you serious? Like, you gotta be careful. So when you think you're getting a sale, you may not be getting authentic items. You may be getting stuff that is not what you asked for, or not what you bought, not what you paid for. So you have to be aware of that. There is a cryptocurrency, right? And this is interesting now because I'm thinking about all the stuff that's counterfeit. Do you know that there was a problem with people counterfeiting a very expensive wine, right? So they came out with this cryptocurrency called VET. It's an offset of another coin, and I forget the vector, right? So that coin is tied to an inscription, a coding that will allow the label of a item to be deemed whether it's authentic or counterfeit. There is encoding. It is another form of that blockchain technology, but utilized in a codec that will tell a person, a vendor, a purchaser, hey, this item is counterfeit. This is not the authentic item. That is deep. And I own some of that coin, and I expect that to grow in value exponentially, because there is a big problem with counterfeiting. There is a problem with people not getting what they paid for. So beware of that. Think about it, and I know it happens, because look, Canal Street all day and night, downtown New York, Chinatown, all of that stuff. When my kids was young and I was struggling and I didn't have no money and they wanted some Nikes, I'll be on the corner somewhere buying some Nikes, and I know damn well they was not no real Nikes or whatever. And hey, they rocked them for a couple of months, and then they got holes or they looked bad after a while, and I bought some more. Now, that was bright in some ways. It's called being resourceful. But in other ways, it was really stupid, and I'll tell you why. Because if you spend back then, you could get a pair of Air Force for like $70, but when you got 3 kids and you're on limited income, you don't got it. You don't got it like that. That's close to $200, and you're talking about putting shoes on 3 people's feet. Actually, it is over $200, and then you're like, well, I don't got $200 today for sneakers alone when I got other stuff that they need. I got books, I got coats, I got backpacks, I got this, I got that. So it's time for school. They want some Nikes, they want some Air Jordans, they want some, Air Force Ones, or they want whatever. So I would buy sneakers from China. I would buy sneakers off the corner in Patterson. I would go downtown New York. I would get what they want, and not all the time be authentic. But what I want to say about that is the lifetime of those items was limited. They were made with inferior products. They were not made to specifications, and they wore out very easily, and sometimes were made poorly. So in the long run, yes, it would have probably been 100% better to buy the official deal. Spend the $200, because okay, I spent $50 a pair or $40 a pair, right? And now I have these sneakers, $120 worth of sneakers, and in 3 months I got to do it again, or in 5 months I got to do it again, and then I have to do it again, and then I have to do it again. Why not spend $220 or $300, and they have sneakers for a whole year or more? So just the concept of having authentic things, buying things that you want when you want them, and not settling, is super important. And settling, is something that concerns me, because we often settle. We settle for stuff. We cave in. We give up hope. We give up our ideals sometimes in order to fit the mood of the atmosphere, or to make things happen, to make it seem as though things are going in our favor when they're really not. Stand up for what you want. Fight for change if you don't like certain things. Be proactive. Try not to let the challenges of your day-to-day get you down, and don't settle for the fake stuff. Be authentic. Be original. Be high quality. Don't be inferior. That is super important. Inferiority complexes come from being inferior. You have to be the best you, the authentic you. Don't fall for counterfeits. Don't sell yourself short, all right, of quality things. Life is short. I think about my son, right? And he has some challenges, right? But this is a kid, and I love my child. I love my child to death. And one thing I always notice about him, he's a very free giver. He will give you the shirt off his back. He will share his last dime with you. He will give you his last money. You know, he does so. He's a free giver to his own detriment sometimes. But what I do notice about him is when he has money, he has a thing for sneakers. He likes nice clothes, and he don't care. He'll go spend $200 on a pair of sneakers if he wants them. If he only had $300 and he wanted $200 sneakers, well, he's gonna get them. But he's not frivolous that he'll do it all the time. But if he wants something that bad, he's not gonna be cheap about it. If he sees something that he likes and he has the means to get it, he'll get it today, not wait until tomorrow when that opportunity may be gone. And that's a nice trait. I like that about him. I really do. And I'm like, wow, you know, I wish I could be more like that. Sometimes I am, but I'm more conservative. I think about things. I budget because I've had to all my life. It's been a thing. And sometimes I overspend because it's the human nature. But I can't tell you how many times I'll go online. I'll go on Nordstrom Rack or go on even Rainbow. I love rainbow clothes. And I will wear some rainbow clothes, outfits, right? I'll go on there. I'll go on New York and Company, load up my cart, load it up, and then not check out. Control. Restraining the impulse to buy, because I can be an impulsive buyer. My big thing used to be jewelry. Oh God, especially if I was in a bad mood or upset over something or hurt, I would purchase jewelry. I love gold, I love diamonds, I love jewels, I love earrings, I love rings, right? So I would purchase jewelry. That was my expensive release, like my shopping spree. But I stopped doing that a long time ago. I stopped, because I was like, this don't make no sense. I could do something better or more important with it. But now if I want to buy some gold or something, I'm buying bars of gold, coins, something like that. Something that later I could use for currency, because even though you have a chain or something, not everybody wants that chain. They just gonna melt it down anyway. So why not have gold bars? Why not have the highest, finest possible grade of gold that you can get? That 9999.9, that 49.9 gold. You cannot, you don't want an inferior, counterfeit, or a watered down version of something. Be authentic. So, life is so funny that way. We want things. Sometimes we get things, and not always do we get what we bargained for. In our day-to-day life, we can go through stuff. And I want to send a shout out to Janice King. I just want to tell you, Miss King, and I hope you don't be upset about this, but I liked a couple of pieces of your artwork, right? And I asked you about your site, and you said, well, I sell my work on this site. And I went on this site, and I saw some other stuff, and I actually purchased it. It was a gift for my niece, but it wasn't one of your pieces. And I was like, dang, that's messed up. I wanted to get something from you, but what I saw spoke to my soul. It was a very simple thing. It was a bag. It was my niece lived in Florida, right? And she had told me quite some time she was looking for a nice tote bag, all white, right? So I'm like, okay, well, cool. If Avon ever gets it, I'll let you know, and you could get one or whatever, because she does, the beach thing and all of that. So totes are big out there. You go shopping, you go to the beach, you do whatever, and you have a lot of space, right? So I was on the site, and I was looking, and I saw these beautiful bags. Nice white tote bags with a nice rope handles, and on it just said simply, she wanted to, so she did. And when I saw that, I was like, that's it. That's what I want. Why? One thing is, it reminded me of my niece's theory. I know her to be a very strong-willed person. She does what she wants to do, and she's very bright and intelligent, and she's a go-getter, you know. I also thought about my personality in making the purchase. I'm like, I wanted to, so I did. So I got that item, right? And it's so amazing because she really liked it, and I was glad that she liked it. I was glad that it struck her as a good gift, and it was combined, you know, because I'm a compiler. So when I do gifts, I typically buy or get 6 or 7 or 8 things and put them all together, and there's always an array of stuff that I put together. And one thing I did learn that I don't get anybody anything that I wouldn't like to receive myself. I try to do that all the time because I think about people's feelings and stuff, and typically people like gifts that they get from me. Every now and then I might miss because I'm not, my taste and everybody else's taste is not the same, but I just wouldn't give somebody something that I think that I wouldn't like to receive, or if somebody gave me, I would feel like this is it, like, oh shoot, like that's messed up. So I'm always doing stuff like that, and then again, I want to get them something that's authentic. I don't want to get them something that's watered down. I don't want to be that, you know, back in the day when I had no money and my resources was limited, I was like, you know, well, hey, I need to do something different. Like, I gotta buy something cheap, or I gotta buy something from a place that has a sale. And that's how I learned how to shop on sales. You know, I started going to places like Burlington Coat Factory and TJ Maxx and other stores, and then also learning to shop sales when they have big sales at the mall. If I didn't need something at the time, I would still get it because I never knew when I wanted to gift something, or if I knew, hey, my kids' birthdays is coming up. It could be July or August, and I know Nigel's birthday is in September. I'm like, I could start shopping now. I could start shopping in June. I could see something now and start getting stuff. And I still do that to this day. I could shop year round for stuff because if I see a sale and it makes sense to me, and if it's something that's good and it's real, authentic, I could get it and know that when I give it, it's a good gift, you know? So that's the thing that I do. What I wanted to say, challenges with things not going your way. If you have to dispute stuff, if you ever have to change your thought process, just make sure that whatever you decide on in the end is a good choice, and make sure that you're not substituting for less. Give everything that you're doing your all. Give thought to what you're doing, your plans or ideals, you know. Just make sure that what you're doing speaks your truth, speaks your volume. And I don't even know how this video is going to come out because there's a lot of light in here, and I never readjusted the camera. So hopefully, you know, even if you don't want to look at me because I still got this scar from that bite, like it's a bump or a bite, I don't know what it was. But anyway, whatever you decide to do, make it be the best option for you, and don't settle. Don't settle. Choose your battles, fight them out. Choose your strengths versus your weaknesses. Eliminate the weaknesses. Never give up. Don't stop being an advocate. Don't stop sharing. Don't stop learning. Don't stop growing. Just stay true to yourself. To thy own self be true. Alright? Remember, they say things are impossible. We say things like, I am possible. They say we could shoot for the moon, but we might miss. Okay, then we'll land amongst the stars. Don't ever change your ideals for nobody. Believe in yourself. When you're feeling down, think about an accomplishment. Think about a day that you helped somebody do something. Think about something somebody said nice or encouraging to you. Go on YouTube, look up Les Brown, look up Jen Rohan, read a book, listen to Joel Osteen, listen to Steve Harvey. Oh my God. There are so many people out here that speak life, that give encouragement, that are just awesome. Trent Shelton, oh my God, Kevin Trudeau, Secret of Success. What you want in life, how to get whatever you want. You have to know that your wish can be your command. Oprah, there are so many people that speak pearls and drop wisdom that will help you in life. Tony Robbins, I was listening to him and Thane Merrill the other night. They had a web call and it was absolutely great. And people think they take it lightly. They take words. Words are very, very powerful. Words can hurt or they can heal. They can empower people. Just the thought, the mind is very powerful. And if you're filling it with the right things, it can help you so much. And if you're filling it with garbage, it can be to your detriment. If you're struggling with vices, and I'm saying this because, like I said, the mind is a very powerful thing. Some people are very sick. Some people are challenged. Some people have issues and they're dealing with things that we know nothing about. I pray. I keep people in prayer. Keep each other lifted in prayer. Expand your mindset, though. Learn to identify real from false, Learn to choose your battles and give it your all. If it's something you believe in, never give up. If it's something that you want, never give up. If you're tired and you just say, you know what, I'm tired today, okay, rest, re-energize. But when you rest, meditate on all the good things and a way to improve whatever it is that you have your mindset on. Whatever things are troubling you most, give it consideration, but don't fret on it, because another day comes. We all live and we're only here for a certain amount of time, and at the end of the day, if we live our life worrying, if we live our life fretting, if we live our lives sad or overly concerned about everything around us, then we have really lived a sad life. And that's not what God wants for us. He wants us to live exceedingly and abundantly above all things. So give life the credit and give life the honor it deserves by being your best you, and don't sell yourself short, and avoid counterfeits. Guys, it was nice talking to you on my ride into work. You guys have a wonderful day. Have a great weekend if I don't talk to you again. Like I said, I got a lot going on and I'm working on it. And I'm working on it. And I'm working it out. All right? Have a great day.